10:04 p.m. on the west coast of the United States of America, and it is 05:04 GMT. It's kind of a game show Monday. I didn't plan to do it. I wanted to do a nerd news tonight. Maybe I will after a game show, but I'm totally into this game show that my friend sent me, and so we're gonna do a game show tonight. My cat's in here freaking out. I was hoping he's gonna hop up and like say hello. Actually, the other cat from the previous time my cat appeared on the show kissed my face. But let's see. As always, if you care to get in touch with me for any reason, I don't make that hard. It's not like it's a mystery. I just sort of invite anybody who wants to participate in the show, certainly, to call 310-776-COONS. That's 310-776-5869. Aside from that, the YouTube video of the Only Connect broadcast that I've been watching. I turn into my British accent there just because it seems like the appropriate thing to do. I'm trying to locate the video here, so give me a moment. And as you see me looking all around the room, under me or across, it's because the cat's in here. And, oh, I did have some media pass along. Maybe we'll do that tonight or not. I'm not sure. But I feel like, sorry, my cat's completely distracting me. The new Big Bang Theory was tonight. I did watch it. I haven't watched the Emmys. Don't give a shit about award shows ever. And you will not see me ever talking about award shows on this like they matter. I mean, it's nice. I'm sure the Oscars are great for movie television awards. I'm sure the Tonys are great for Tony, you know. Tonys of the world and theater lovers. Here's my cat, by the way. Hi, Rusty James. Come here. Oh, come here, buddy. Hey, come back. Well, he's already jumped down. At any rate, let's go to Only Connect. This is a good episode. I have only watched part of it, but I'm going to rewind to the beginning for you, and hopefully it's not going to get me shut off. If I should get dinged by the copyright police, we may switch to something else, so be prepared for that. But in the meantime, let's enjoy a little bit of Only Connect. Call blimey, Governor. Let's see. It is season 3, or as they say in England, series 3. So we're going to have a good time. Rusty, come here. Hey, kitty. Kitty, kitty. You're going to get stuck.
Hello and welcome to Only Connect, the quiz full of connections so mind-bogglingly, fiendishly incomprehensible that it might as well be a timetable for Network Southeast. But our two teams have managed to fumble their way here for a second time, because these are the quarterfinals. So let's say hello again, first to the brazen-nosed postgrads. Amy Koenig is studying for her master's in papyrology and plays the violin in the Oxford Millennium Orchestra. Matthew hails from Brisbane and is an amateur astronomer. And their captain, Chris Tudor, specialises in Greek theatre and is mastering Mandarin in his spare time. Chris, let's hear some Chinese.
I knew you'd say that.
And what have you prepared?
Nothing. No, it's too embarrassing. I can't speak it really.
Do you just pretend you can speak Mandarin to impress girls?
I do, yeah.
I found it impressive until it turned out you couldn't speak any.
Sorry about that.
On my left, their opponents, all fans of Douglas Adams. They are the Hitchhikers.
Yeah, Douglas Adams.
Chris
Go
White is a politics
Hitchhikers.
and economics student whose dream job would be driving steam trains. Fiona Constantine chairs the Opera Society at York University. And their captain, Tom Scott, is a linguistics graduate who also runs the British Talk Like a Pirate Day. Tom. At least you can speak it. Now,
Okay, before we go on, I'll stop just for a second to say, hey, it's CBAS After Dark. Here's the phone number, and here's the cat I was referring to. Just so you know, he won't stay, but there he went. Just so you don't think I'm hallucinating a cat or yelling at no one when you hear me yelling weird things during the show. Okay, back to the game.
speak that in many countries of the world?
No, only English, sadly. I think you can probably translate it, but I can't.
I don't know what that means, but let's press on. In round one, the teams will remember, they simply have to tell me the connection between 4 clues. Now, this is the quarterfinal, so expect things to be a little trickier than in your heat. Hitchhikers, you won the toss. You will be going first. Please select a letter from the board.
Epsilon, please.
That happy little noise means you've got the music question. Shout next when you want to hear the next clue. Time starts now.
Any ideas? It sounds familiar, but I don't know what it is.
No,
next, please. Any ideas?
No, that's from now. I'd suggest carrying on.
Next, please.
Oh.
I don't know what that is. Any ideas? The one before was funicular.
Yeah,
No, next, please.
10 seconds.
About travel trains?
3 seconds.
I'm going to take a guess on that. I'll take a guess on trains.
Good guess. You're going to get the points.
Well done.
What pieces did you recognise?
I only got funicular, and that put me in mind of funicular railways, which was why I said trains. After that, it would sound like it was about travel. So that was all that clued me in.
The first one was Blue Train, John Coltrane. Third piece, Trans-Europe Express by the brilliant Kraftwerk.
Yeah.
And the last one, The Monkeys' Last Train to Clarksville. But never mind the detail, points are yours. Well done. Postgrads, please pick a letter.
Alpha, please.
Alpha, your first clue is coming up. This is going to be a picture question. Time starts now.
Okay, yeah, go straight to the next one.
Next, please.
That's okay, the number 30, that's relevant. So 30. 50 cent?
No, it's not.
No idea.
Yes.
Yeah, go next.
Next, please.
I don't know what it is.
You won the didn't you win the Booker Prize?
He may have
In
actually. Do you want to pick up the last one?
yeah, next, please.
10 seconds.
That is. Do you know who that is, Amy?
That's Dirty Harry, obviously.
Guess.
Oh, God bless you. Now, aren't you the one who said in your first heat, What's Hello magazine?
Yes.
Do you know who that is? Interesting. I'm going to throw it over to your opponents, the Hitchhikers, for a possible bonus.
Is it dirty?
Why would it be dirty?
I recognise Dirty 30 and I think Dirty Harry in the fourth picture. I think I know who the first guy is, but I'm not going to say it.
You are absolutely correct. It is dirty. You're going to get the bonus. Dirty Gertie, I think they say for number 30.
Okay.
Bingo. Have a stab at who the first guy is.
No, I'll pass.
All right, well, I'm not afraid to say it's the rapper known as Old Dirty Bastard.
Old dirty bastard.
No idea on the third.
The novel Vernon Godlittle, written by the novelist BBC Pierre, but that's a nickname, Dirty but Clean. And, they're all people who their nicknames involve the word dirty. So, bonus point to you. Now, please pick your own letter.
Delta, please.
Delta, first clue coming up. Time starts now.
Midnight, 1st of January 1970. That's an epoch in computing time, I think. I think that's where the unit clock starts at 1. I'm not sure. Next, please.
Oh, he actually said it.
Brightness of Vega. Isn't that magnitude 1 or something like that? It's a high magnitude star, so it's something like -4. Next, please. Temperature of ice salt mixture. Oh, it's a negative number.
No, it must be a negative number.
Is it minus? I'm gonna guess. I think it's -4. We want one more to try.
10 seconds.
Next, please. Oh, blimey, I'm gonna guess -4. Oh no,
If it's
or 1.
3 seconds.
Actually, -1.
I'm afraid that is not the correct answer. So now, Brazenose, it's your turn for a possible bonus.
We'll go for -500.
For what reason?
That's complete stab in the dark.
Complete stab in the dark. Can you imagine of all the numbers in the world? Wouldn't you be surprised if I said, yes, it's -500? No, now you started off well, Hitchhikers.
It's 0, isn't it?
It's not a number. 0 is close. They are baselines. They are points from which calculations start. You're absolutely right that the unit's computer clock starts midnight 1st January 1970. All stars' brightness measured by the brightness of Vega. Temperature of an ice-salt mixture would be the starting point for
The Fahrenheit scale?
Fahrenheit, that's 0 according to Fahrenheit's scale, and the sea level at Newlyn is the point from which British sea level is monitored. So, no points there. Postgrads, pick a letter.
We'll go for beta, please.
Beta. Time starts.
Beta.
Now.
Next, please. Someone by name.
So, there are things there obviously are things that you do, things that people don't do in polite company. Please have the
Next, please.
things that to do with court.
Next, please.
Speak between the red lines.
10
Red
seconds.
lines. What could the red lines possibly refer to?
Things that's forbidden to do.
It seems like things you can't do in a courtroom.
3 seconds.
Can you not do any of those things in a courtroom?
I'm afraid that is not the right answer. So, Hitchhikers, any bonus attempt?
You can't do any of those in the Houses of Parliament.
In the House of Commons, that is where you are not permitted to do those things. Were you to die in the House of Commons, you would be taken to St Thomas's Hospital, and officially you would have died there. Anybody know what the red lines are in a parliamentary context?
They're the lines you have to toe, I believe. They're, 2 swords lengths apart on each side?
That is what's said. 2 swords lengths just to prevent a duel breaking out. So, Hitchhikers, your turn to pick a letter.
Gamma, please.
First one coming up. Time starts now.
Westminster Abbey. Could be any number of things. Places in Westminster. Next, please. Oh, I have no character of places.
I don't know.
I'm looking at Wren. Next, please. Those kind of things.
What year they were.
Oh, good grief.
Things that come back.
That's going to we're not going to remember those dates. Next, please.
1066. That's
Oh.
10 seconds.
Oh, Tony's kite was 1066. We've seen him 1066.
Yes. We'll take a guess at 1066.
Talk me through clue 1 in relation to that.
No idea
Where it was
at all.
consecrated.
No, I'm afraid. You're not correct. So, any attempt from you here, Brasenose?
Do they all feature in the Bayeux Tapestry?
They are all depicted in the Bayeux Tapestry.
Wow.
Not actually a tapestry, of course, simply an embroidery. But a bonus point to you, well done. And the last question will come to you. That will be Zeta. Time
Zeta.
starts now.
PJ Tracy. No idea.
Next, please.
Nikki French. Do you know that? Nikki French.
Next, please.
Okay, we've got to be able to pick this.
Sorry.
I don't.
And next again, please.
I've got no idea.
Featured in the magazine.
Okay.
Featured in Hello magazine.
No.
No idea.
10 seconds.
It might be something to do with the names. Look at the words. But
Editors.
yeah, go with something like that.
3 seconds.
Columnist or something.
Are they all famous editors?
No, they aren't. Hitchhikers, do you want to have a go?
They all dropped out of a famous partnership to go alone.
That's interestingly wrong. For this specific reason, they are all pseudonyms of writing pairs or partnerships.
Oh, that's
they are
Rob
very
Naylor.
much not alone.
Rob Naylor.
Grant Naylor is the single name of Rob Grant and Doug Naylor, who write
Red Dwarf.
Red Dwarf.
how you could have those haircuts and not know that immediately. I don't know. They are all single pseudonyms used by pairs of writers.
Single pseudonyms used
So,
by pairs
at
of
the end
writers.
round one,
Wow.
The
Okay.
Brasenose postgrads have got 1 point, but the Hitchhikers are in the lead with 3 points. In round 2, the teams have to work out connections on their own, because all I'm asking is what comes fourth in the sequence. Still, the fewer clues they need to see before telling me what comes fourth, the more points they get. Hitchhikers, please pick a letter.
Epsilon, please.
Epsilon, your first clue will come up. I'd like to know what comes fourth in this sequence.
What comes
Time
fourth
starts
is the
now.
key here. Phloem.
Oh, it's
The full body. I'm not sure that's phlegm. I think it's
phlegm is a tube in the
yeah,
plant.
it's a tube of plants. You're thinking of something else. But it's what's it going to end on? The leaves.
don't know.
Next, please. Cambium.
That must be because that's the other.
If it's
Stain.
if it's the route that water goes through,
Yes.
Yeah,
So what's
it comes out of the leaves. The leaves, the highs and the leaves.
what do you want to go for? 5 seconds. Might as well call it.
5 seconds.
Okay.
Stomata.
I'm afraid that is not the answer I'm looking for. So, Brasenose postgrads, I'm going to show you what comes third in the sequence and see if you want to have a go at what comes fourth.
Heartwood.
That is the right answer. Congratulations, you get a bonus point. Can you explain why?
I think they're layers in woody plants.
Trumpet going towards the centre. Very well done.
Wow.
And postgrads, you can now pick your own letter.
We'll go with alpha, please.
Alpha. This is going to be a picture question. I want to know what you'd expect to see in the fourth
What
picture.
picture comes
First one coming
fourth?
up.
Okay.
That's a bald eagle.
Bald eagle.
That is
Next, please.
condor. Albatross, wingspan. So it's
Condor, albatross.
Albatross is the widest wingspan.
Are they all mix
no,
of?
that's true. No, condor is definitely wider.
Are they all mix of
Next,
something?
please.
Yeah, that could be a red heron. Okay,
Golden eagle.
golden eagle. I think it's a wingspan thing, but I have no idea.
No, it can't be. We can't.
Well, it seems a bit
If
obvious.
it's
But,
vulture,
But it's a
10 seconds.
what are you thinking, Ian?
I was wondering if they're brands or something.
No,
It's like-
no,
that
albatross.
doesn't make any
Condor doesn't sound like a red.
3 seconds.
Go with vulture.
We'll go with vulture, please.
Why would it be vulture?
Because my veritable teammate has just whispered in my ear.
We think they might be decreasing order of wingspan, and we think that the vulture might be number 4. It's not very precise.
They're not, and it isn't, but thank you for trying.
They're not in a distance, but thank you for
Hitchhikers, would you like
trying.
to have a go?
A birdie?
Why would that be?
It's golf shots in decreasing order of above par.
It-
So below par.
Below par, exactly so. There will have been people shouting at the screen, keen golfers. Yes, it is golf birdie is what is in the last one.
Condor.
That is
Really? If you get
3, 2,
minus
1,
4, it's called a
shoot.
condor?
Bonus points
In
to you,
golf?
Hitchhikers,
God,
and
whatever.
now pick your own question.
Beta, please.
First one coming up. Time starts now.
April the 1st.
April Fool.
April Fools. Any other ideas? Next, please.
August 2nd.
Financial year?
Oh, no, I bet it's alphabetical
Is April the 1st.
when it's spelled out.
August the 2nd could be.
No. Next, please.
December
Those
3rd.
months in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
Must be, yeah, so what comes next?
January, February, March,
December.
April, May, June, July, August, September,
10
October,
seconds.
February.
One thing that's
Nov-
oh yeah, must be
November?
February the 4th. February the 4th.
Oh, February
That's absolutely right. And for the
4th. Good
reasons
for
you discussed
them.
there. Simply the months of the year in alphabetical order, and fourth will be February. Postgrads.
Gamma, please.
Gamma. First one coming up. Time starts now.
Bear brace.
some kind of armor
Yeah,
component.
go.
Next,
Oh, the
please.
order you put on your arm.
Maybe. Yeah, no, I think that's another armor.
Okay.
I think.
Do you know
I
what
don't
would be
know.
called?
Helmet.
Well, let's go to the next.
Next,
one.
please.
Would that-
Embrace.
So what is-
Gauntlet.
Gauntlet makes sense because that would
Braces. Yeah, I think it's going to be the arm. Let's go.
just we've got 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Can you think?
Check out Hollywood films.
10 seconds.
All right. No, just go.
Is it gauntlet?
I think so.
Is the answer gauntlet?
Very good. They are parts of a suit of armour going down the arm and lastly over the hand, of course, the gauntlet. Hitchhikers, what would you like?
Delta, please.
Here it is, coming up.
We love to fly and it shows.
West Rivendell Street.
Friendly Street's where the Bank of England is, but I don't know.
I don't know where that would.
Next, please. Division of Labour in Pin Manufacturing. Oh, it's what's on the 5, 10, 20, and 50 pound notes, isn't it?
Is it? So what's the fourth one? What's on a
5, 10,
West
20.
Rivendell Street? Is that a 5 or a 50?
That's what's on a £5 note? Is it a cricket match or?
10 seconds.
I haven't got time to have a long. I'm going to go for cricket match unless.
Okay. Yeah, no, is that all we've got?
Or is it? No, is it?
2 seconds.
A cricket match?
No.
Oh.
Brasenose postgrads. I'm going to show you what comes third in the sequence.
Okay, the Beagles with Darwin, so it's definitely a note.
It's a factory.
No.
A factory.
It's Newgate Prison. You were along completely the right lines there. On a normal quiz, they'd ask you who's on a £5 note. Here at Only Connect, we say yes, yes, but who's behind Elizabeth Fry? It's workers in Newgate Prison. So that is a £50 note,
Wow.
20, 10, and 5 going downwards. So you
Put a
don't get the
prison on
bonus,
your
no
money in
points there.
England?
One remaining question, Zeta, coming to you now.
Florence Horsbrook.
Do we want to get the next one?
Next, please.
Robert Castle.
I don't recognize
Next.
I have no idea. Judith Hart.
Okay. It could be Horse Castle Heart.
It's a sequence. Flat Castle.
Barbara.
The folks' wives, people.
But it's a sequence, it's not.
Yeah, then lots of US presidents on
Oh,
Bond girls.
No.
It's not Bond Girls.
Bond Girls.
Do you have
10 seconds.
Barbara Castle hosts or something?
Oh, I think it's the fourth one then.
Exactly. I don't know who we did.
Johnson.
For what reason?
Again, just a stab in the dark.
I mean, there are many categories in which Barbara Castle and Ulrika Johnson are seamlessly joined, but this isn't one of them. So I'm going to throw it over to you,
We're drawing
Hitchhikers.
just as much of a blank, but Fiona, do you want to take it?
We think it might be Carol Ann Duffy,
Why?
because we don't know who any of those are, and we thought they might be female poets, female poet laureates.
They are the third, fourth, and fifth women in the British cabinet. Sixth, and therefore next in the sequence would be Margaret Thatcher. So not Bond girls. So at the end of round 2, Brasenose postgrads have improved to 4 points, but the Hitchhikers are still in
4
the
to
lead
6. All
with
right.
6 points.
The next game is really good, so we'll watch it. All right. But we're going to take a quick timeout here just to reestablish the show. CBAS After Dark. Usually it's Game Show Tuesday where you see this particular broadcast. You know what I didn't do is put my Twitter handle on there, as though I ever get a message. But at least I'm honest about it. Whatever. Also, the other big news of the day, just really fast in my stupid personal life, which I don't talk about ever because it's not exciting, but I will say that at least I don't have jury duty tomorrow. It got delayed to Wednesday, and the people I talked to, or not Wednesday of this week, Wednesday of next week, got delayed like a while. And people who I talked to say that that is a good sign. Like it's like the first good sign in a series, maybe a good sign. The jury duty date being delayed. So that's good. As I said, the next game is really good to watch. What we'll watch after, and I may go longer than an hour tonight just because I want to do this, and I wanted to. In fact, I was going to save it for Tuesday. So we'll do what we can until the battery dies on Monday, and then we'll continue Tuesday with some Hollywood Squares shit. I've been on this insane Hollywood Squares kick. I'll explain why. We'll go through all of it, but we will watch some good episodes of the Hollywood Squares from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. My favorite are from the 80s, and this all started when I told my sister a couple of nights ago that I have been just kind of my brain is always singing a song inside, always, like, and it's various weird shit at various different days. But lately, and for a while now, it has been the opening credits music to the 80s Hollywood Squares, the 1986 version of the Hollywood Squares. And my sister reacted the way you should react when somebody says that music is playing in their head. It was, what the fuck? Like, what? That's really specific, and why? Like, but the funny thing is I played the music for my sister, and when it got to the hook, she remembers it, but it's not the hook that was playing in my head then or now. It was the music introducing each of the squares from Family Ties, Michael J. Fox, from Stage and Screen, Victoria Jackson, that whole dun, 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 dun. And why I can't explain, but that is the correct response was what my sister responded with, which is, what the fuck is wrong with you? I assume was the last part of that. She didn't say that, but it was, and episodes on YouTube, and they're spectacular. Like, I'd forgotten how good this game show is, and I'm surprised it hasn't come up on my game show Tuesday so far this year doing this show. But let's continue with some Only Connect. It's CBAS After Dark. So far, I'm not getting the copyright ding, so we'll see it. This is an old episode. Maybe that's why.
Round 3 is the connecting wall. This time there are 16 clues on a grid. You have got to work out which are the four. It's going to be your turn, postgrads, to go first now. You get the choice between wall alpha or beta.
Can we have beta, please?
You may have beta. You're going to sort it into 4 groups and then later tell me the connections. You've got 2.5 minutes, starting now.
Oh, wow. Is there a gross 64,000?
Flemish.
Irish and Flemish.
Is that kind of company?
Jumper, perhaps?
No.
What about where's the beginning and end? What can
Double T's, gutter, butts, rat trap.
Gutter. Are there any others? I don't see any others.
It was a good try.
Do we want to have I don't even know where to start.
Margin.
Start with Irish, Flemish,
Okay, no,
English.
Only from printers.
No, but that could be bowling.
Ali, gutter,
Is it trick
cross.
bowling?
What else?
Perhaps trick? No. All right. What were you saying about?
Margin, header, gutter is that's.
Oh, they are. They're printing terms. They're parts of the paper.
No, did we already do that?
Cross.
No. Oh dear. Okay. What about leading? Let's talk some more. Okay. What else could there possibly be? Irish, English, Flemish. What's spider? Spider could start around with something. Spider. What's West Lothian?
Spiders and snippers.
Spider monkey, no.
English. Spider monkey, gutter monkey. What about West Lothian monkey? What's swan neck? Swan neck is a type of jumper. Okay, I think we need to.
I have
Header,
no
margin,
idea.
Gutter.
Header, but I mean, those are all the things that you can.
No.
You've got a minute left.
Oh, things are, but bowling, alley, gutter,
Okay, there's nothing else there. It's
Header shot,
Trick.
shot,
Oh, good one. Header shot, trick shot, leading shot,
leading shot.
alley shot, cross shot, gutter shot. There's heaps of them.
Yeah.
Okay, this is really tough. Margin, West Lothian. What's
Rat trap.
English, Irish? Okay, they're not all in the same group.
We can try that.
Double letters.
You've got 30
Oh,
seconds.
types of jumper.
$64,000 question. Leading
Yeah.
question. Trick. Question.
Question, Helen.
Maybe.
No,
margin
Well, let's try it
question,
anyway.
no, but that's a good way to go.
English question.
Cross question.
Cross question. Yep. Oh, come on.
Really,
Margin. What's West Lothian? Okay.
Margin there. No.
they were kind of all over the place. It didn't seem like they. I mean, this could just be really hard, but it seems like they had a really tough
And I'm afraid your time is up.
approach. It was kind of all over.
By the fiendish quarter-final grid.
Toughie.
Right.
Luckily, you can still get points for the connections, so let's resolve the wall. Those are the groups you should have got. Bonus points available if you could tell me the connection. In the first group, Irish, 64,000, Trick, West Lothian.
Are they all kinds of questions?
They are. You don't know the West Lothian question.
No.
No.
Oh, I may have heard of it.
It refers to Scottish MPs being able to vote on issues affecting England, but not vice versa.
Oh.
A term coined by the ever open-minded Enoch Powell. Next group, Flemish, Rat Trap, Header.
Lots of shots and
Types of hounds.
What's the answer?
I'm happy to go with
Types of
that.
shot.
Miles away, I'm afraid. Brick lane bonds. Ways
no
of,
idea.
of laying
Okay.
bricks.
that
Really?
doesn't happen.
yeah.
Butt cross swan neck spider.
Types of stitch, types of jumper.
Well, why not?
Just guess something.
No idea.
All that time in the SCR at Brasenose, and you don't play types of rest. They are types of snooker rest. What about the last
I don't even
one?
know what that is.
Of these printing.
This is so British.
Gutter, margin, or paper.
Yeah.
Paper.
Yeah.
Printing term. Newspaper printing
No,
terms.
well-
Printing
It's
terms.
just
Do you know what? I'm going to accept it because I feel sorry for you. They're terms in typography, meaning exactly it would be amounts of blank space on the
White
page.
space
but
on
they
a
are
page.
typographical printing terms. So unfortunately, you've got no points for finding the groups, but 2 points for the connections. The hitchhikers can do with their trip to the
I also like that she's the judge because she's really cool, really smart, kind of a smart ass, funny, but intelligent, very intelligent. And all the other game shows, pretty much all the other game shows, have an off-screen judge really making the determination, so it's not on the host, which is good in a way, I think, because like it's good. It's tough if you're the host and you make a wrong call or something like. We've talked about the judges on game shows before when we look at the $25,000
connecting wall.
pyramid.
They'll get the other wall, of course, wall alpha, 16 totally new clues, but the same principle.
Alpha.
You sorted into 4 connected groups.
I like these guys.
You've got 2.5 minutes to
I
do
don't.
that.
I'm sort of indifferent to the other
Starting
team, but I like
now.
these guys.
Okay, puff and hash are both synonyms for marijuana, but I don't think there's any other in there. Breast bullet dagger.
there's
Petrol, dagger, and bullet are all typographical terms, but I don't know what the other one in there is. Hash. Punctuation marks. There we go. Okay. Blade, comb. Dandy and a blade are both people who are fops. Rake, Dandy and Blade.
And
I don't know what the other one is though.
could it be breast?
He's a comb.
It's not breast.
No.
We'll try comb. No. I'll try saw as well. But,
Okay.
Blade, Dandy, Rake.
There's some vaguely
No.
garden terms, part rake,
Yes, things you find in the garden. Although,
potentially a saw.
where's Rake? No. Oh yeah, Rake. Saw. And
Gear wheel?
gear wheel?
No.
No, not this time. Stack and piece. What? Breast.
Maybe breastplate. Is there anything else you have in plate?
Chimney breast.
Oh,
Chimney pot.
Yes. Chimney.
Piece.
Yes. Look at that.
Okay,
Okay.
it's 3 strikes and you're out now.
Okay.
You've got to.
It's got to be comb.
3 strikes and you're out. Oh, I see.
And rake. Surely it's got to be. What?
And not coat. We tried coat
Okay.
last time.
Zip, saw, gear wheel. Are those parts of something? Some kind of
They
device?
could be, but so that would mean the comb would also.
We've tried comb.
No, as in comb would be go with the other.
So let's try blood.
Okay.
Yes.
You solved
They
the
did
one.
it.
Relief for you. You've
That's
got
so, always so amazing to
in
me.
your heat. You didn't get any groups at all.
No, that's
Shockingly.
Totally different story this time. Let's see what you can do about the connections.
Okay.
Group 1, hash, Pelcro, bullet, dagger.
they're all punctuation marks or things you find typographical.
I'll accept that they're symbols from typography, exactly. Pot,
God, the
stack,
other
breast piece.
team had a typography one
No,
too.
proceeded.
Pieces of a chimney, preceded by a chimney, exactly. Dandy, blade, blood, rake.
They're all sorts of synonyms for each other. They're all terms for someone, a fop.
A sort of man about town, a dashing young man. I like the fact that while you were on that group, you just sort of shouted breast excitedly. You didn't really think it was in the category, did you? You were just pleased to see it there. And the last group, comb, zip, gear wheel, saw, parts.
Blades? All blades. Well, blades up there, isn't it?
No, I'm not going to tell you. This is actually slightly trickier, more fiendish, only connect type one. They are all things that have teeth.
Oh,
They have teeth. But a very good round. You got 4
Wow.
points for
Okay, I saw
identifying the groups,
comb,
3 more for the
zipper.
connections. That's a
Part of my problem with zip was that it's like the British term for zipper, I guess, which I did not know that they say zip, a
See,
zip
well, that's done
instead
to
of a
the
zipper.
scores. The Brasenose postgrads have got 6 points, but the Hitchhikers have a comfortable lead with 13 points. Nevertheless, plenty of points available here in the missing vowels round.
Missing
Where we
vowels
take
round,
well-known
okay.
Names or phrases, remove the vowels, and then respace the consonants. And I ask the teams to tell me what those names or phrases are. Of course, if you get it wrong, you lose a point, and I throw it to the other team for a bonus. So this is usually where it's all decided. Fingers on buzzers then, teams. The first category are all European national newspapers.
What's the French one?
Is it Le Figaro?
Yes, it is, 1 point.
Le Figaro.
Brasenose, do well. Yes, or Develt, 1 point. Don't know this one, the Spanish paper El País. Next clue.
The New York Times.
Hitchhikers,
The Independent on Sunday.
our own Independent on Sunday. Next category, nicknames for military leaders.
Nicknames for military leaders. Okay.
Brasenose,
Old.
just pattern. Next clue.
Wow.
Brasenose,
The Desert Fox.
that's Rommel's nickname, correct?
I don't know any of these.
Don't know this one. Horatio Nelson was known as Hero of the Nile. Next clue. Hitchhikers.
Storm and Norman.
I thought that was an easy one. Correct, 1 point. Next category. High growth 1940s.
Oh, good lord.
Brasenose. 1 point. Brasenose.
The best years of our lives.
1 point.
The bell is for
That's famous
St.
today,
Mary's.
Brasenose.
The Bells of St. Mary's.
Yeah, the
That's
bells
1
of St.
point.
Mary's. Yeah. By Bambi, of
1
course.
point. Next category. Attributed famous. Oh! It was going to be famous last words, but that bell means the end of the quiz. And the scores look like this. With 14 points, it's the Brasenose Postgrads, but with 15 points, it's the Hitchhikers. So Hitchhikers will be seeing you in the semi-final. Very sorry to say goodbye to you, Postgrads, after a brilliant round 4. If you'd like to have a go at doing a connecting wall against the clock, there is one waiting now on the website. Or simply join us next time where you can watch other people do it, struggling and sweating while you point and laugh. Goodbye.
I mean, there's so much to love about that, right? No audience, no game. I mean, no game show doesn't have an audience in the entire time. You know, it's also so incredibly BBC classy that it's insane. Like, I think it's really, really respectable and very, very different. Obviously, very, very hard, right? Like, I mean, this puts even Jeopardy to shame, putting this stuff together. Oh my God. All right. CBAS After Dark continues. I'm going to do my history just because you don't need to see my YouTube history on the air. I just realized, but I am going to go there because all of the episodes of Hollywood Squares, I'm trying to say, which I have seen the past couple of days, gearing up for the show, are all in here. But let's start with that music. I told you about the story, right? What is intriguing me, driving me bonkers, actually, is the music for the Hollywood Squares, the opening credits in 1986. And we'll actually watch episodes that use it, but I want to play this first, just to me. What the hell is this? Why? What the fuck? Because it's not all there. This is a piece of a package. But I'm going to let it get to the hook before... What the fuck? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, what the fuck is wrong with me that is playing in my head all of the time? And not even the saxophone part. I'm going to play it again. Only now I'm going to do the voiceover part that is missing. Oh, hold on. Here we go. From the Olympics, Greg Louganis. From Family Ties, Michael J. Fox. From Star Trek, William Shatner. From Roots, LeVar Burton. He was actually on the show. From football. I can't think of a football player. But there's 9 measures of this music, right? Or 18, actually. 2 measures for each one. Dun, dun. And then here's the last one. And me, I'm Shadow Stevens, and this is the new Hollywood Squares. And again, we will actually... And now, here's your host, John Davidson. All right, okay. Now... And by the way, also, I tried to make my brain stop playing that by actually playing the closing music. I found, like, if you play something related, sometimes you can distract your brain into... Anyway, here's the closing credits music. Same melody, but it's a 2-minute version. What the fuck? Why is this playing in my head? I don't even know why, but... Okay, I'm not going to play any more than that. It's enough. But you just to give you a taste of what kind of madness I'm dealing with, that is what has been happening to me since, like, Saturday. And, I mean, I knew I was subject to the music, but I didn't know my brain was like that. I mean, I haven't seen an episode of that show. Like, I hadn't seen one before the music started playing. Something reminded me of that music, and it started playing in my head. And then episodes of it, like we will watch one right now. One of the ones that I actually have watched in my past few days here. I mean, I'm hoping to pull up the one with LeVar Burton from the 70s in it, because that's remarkable. But before that, I mean, Oh, I guess let's start with the black and white one. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I can do here's an 80s one, and then here's the black and white one. I don't know which to start with. Well, because I'm talking about that music, we'll start with the 80s one here. I'll switch to it here now. Hopefully the copyright ding won't happen. Here we go.
From TV and movies, Jim J. Bullock.
Now you hear the music?
Tom Felton.
Of course you do.
From Rob, Jonathan Prince.
I don't know who that is.
HBO's not necessarily the news, Stuart Hankins. From Daytime's Young and Restless, Tracy Stretchman.
Damn with that hair, honey.
The movies, critic Rex Reed. And from the competent Marilyn McCoo. And me, I'm Shadow Stevens. We are the new Hollywood Squares. And here's your host, John Davidson. Thank you, Shadow Stevens. Thank you, and welcome to a whole new week on the brand new and improved Hollywood Squares. Hello. It's Monday, and we are ready to entertain America. We have two challengers today. Why? Because we gave away 3 cars, Rick, last week. 3 cars. 3 beautiful cars, and it comes out of my salary, so I wasn't too pleased. Our challenges are these lovely people, and talented and wise. On my left, Dana Lewis. Welcome, Dana, to the show. Tell our stars something about yourself.
My name's Dana Lewis. I live in Carson, and I work
Carson,
for a
California?
franchise in Los Angeles.
Well, good luck on the show. Let's hope you make lots of money. Good. On my right, Steve Ray. Welcome, Steve. Tell us, stars, something about yourself.
Hi, stars. I originally from Oklahoma City. I moved to Bakersfield, and I currently work for a fantastic commercial insurance company.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Good. Right. You may get a raise when you get that. Here's how you make money on this show. You get 3 squares in a row, across, down, and diagonally. It requires as many stars and squares as you can. Winner of each game receives $500. After the first 2 games, the game's worth $1,000, so you can catch up. Whoever amasses the most amounts of money may have a chance to drive away a Mazda. Look at those cars. We toss the coin backstage, and Steve, you won the toss. Pick a square. Let's get started.
Let's start with Jim J.
Jim J. Fuller. Hi, Jim. Hi, John. Here's your question. A man in France recently set a world record by spending nearly 7 months all alone in a cave. Now, what did he say he missed most during his 210 days of solitude?
The 210 guest host on The Late Show.
I can't say a word.
What did he miss the most? Jim Jackson Bullock. What did he miss the most? 210 days.
I would say good food.
Good food. Steve, what do you think?
I disagree.
Family and friends.
Oh,
X
wow.
gets a square, and we're off and running. Dana Lewis, take a square.
Joan Rivers, please.
Joan. Joan, according to legend, he went out every day and every night for more than a month and yelled at the Israeli army. Who was he?
John McEnroe. No, everyone knows that. That's Goliath.
Goliath. Dana, do you know that? She says everybody knows that. She says Goliath. What do you think?
I disagree.
No, that's right. It was Goliath. I guess everybody doesn't know that. Over to you, Steve. Pick a square.
Let's go down to Tom Poston for the win.
Tom Poston from the Bob Newhart Show. Hi, Tom.
Hi, John.
It's nice to have you back.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here. I'm glad you're back. Speaking of backs.
Oh, thank you. I was off for a couple. I did hurt my back a couple weeks ago, and congratulations on Bob Newhart Show. You are so funny on that show.
Thank you. I try not to be, but...
I see. There's your question. What is the name for that hangs down and makes your bell go ding ding?
Well, we all have different names for it, but I call mine Billy.
Tom Poston is here.
The reluctant applause.
What do you call that little thing that hangs down and makes your bell go ding ding? This is for the win.
Clapper.
What do you think, Steve?
I agree.
$500. X gets the
I'm sorry to interrupt. I think we're going to actually take a break there anyway. The show was, but one of the things that I'm obsessed about when it comes to, especially when I'm obsessed with the music of a certain show, is like the whole package, right? That little part where somebody wins is not a part of the music that I have played for you here. It's like another production piece. That right, the little winner thing. That's a separate piece in the same style, instruments, right? But it's like its own little thing. I'm fascinated by all that packaged music for production shit, especially when it's custom for a show like this one is for Hollywood Squares. Okay, let's just keep going. I'm having too good a time. Hopefully the viewership isn't going to suffer too badly because of my obsession, but I can't not do this. So, and it's, you know, it's pretty funny. Tom Poston's pretty funny.
Our second game is our Secret Square game. The player who chooses that square is going to win this shadow. It's a trip to Hawaii. You and your guests will fly from Los Angeles to Waikiki in the comfort and convenience of Continental Airlines full-service flight furnished by Continental Airlines.
And by the way, the prize music is also another version of that same.
You'll enjoy 5 nights and 6 days at Travelodge's Waikiki Pacific Isle Hotel in beautiful Hawaii. Relax by the pool or enjoy the lovely white sand beaches. Fine dining and comfortable accommodations furnished by Travelodge International. Let's reveal our Secret Square to our home audience only. And Dana Lewis, gotta catch up here. Pick a square.
Jonathan Prince, please.
Jonathan Prince from Throb. I'm so excited. Jonathan, I see you have there the Statue of Liberty on your desk.
Yes, I do. She goes with me wherever I go.
Right.
I'm a free man.
Do you know what that means? That means...
What does this mean? I lift my lamp.
No, the 1 week of it means that a week from today, we will be live where the Statue of Liberty lives in New York City. We come to you from Radio City Music Hall all for 2 weeks.
Oh, John.
We're the first game show to go on the road, first game show to play for 6 in Radio City Music Hall.
Get out of town.
But here's your question, Jonathan.
Yes, sir.
Where do we get the line, "Good night, sweet prince"?
It's Shakespeare's Hamlet. He said, "Good night, sweet prince, and may flights of angels sing thee to thy rest." It was to Horatio.
Dana, what do you think?
Specific.
From Horatio.
Dana, what do you think?
I'll agree.
That's it. Yeah. Circle gets a square. Steve, pick a square.
Please have Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers, our center square.
What is it?
John. Yeah, compared to women of a century ago, today's women are about, well, 2 pounds heavier, but have smaller waists and hips, okay? I can tell you that part. But how do their busts measure up? Are they bigger, smaller, or about the same?
So vicious, John. So my second week and already vicious. Because I have no bazooms, and you know that. I went to Nurse Melissa, and she sucked on my shoe. All these dreadful things.
Are the breasts bigger, smaller, or about the same?
I believe, and I pray this is true, that I'm not just a simple statistic. I believe that women's bazooms, as we call them, are small.
Smaller. Steve, what do you think?
I'll agree.
They're about the same. Circle gets a square.
Oh, sorry.
That part hasn't changed. Dana, over to you. He's helped you out. Which way do you want to go?
Stuart Pankin
From not
for the
necessarily
win,
the new Stuart Pankin. Stuart, you have on your desk there 3 different sneakers. Do you all know what's happened to sneakers? Where? There is a sneaker for every activity. If you rob a bank, there's a special sneaker you should wear to rob your bank. 3 pairs of shoes, 1 tennis, see them there? 1 for basketball. Pick up all 3 so we and 1 for running. Our question is, which shoe is the running shoe?
The running shoe?
Uh-huh.
Well, it's not that one.
Dana, so you're close. I have the left one. This is 3 sneakers. 1 is for running, 1 is for basketball, 1 is for tennis. Question is, which is the running shoe? Stuart, what do you think?
Well, this is, Dana, obviously the high-top basketball sneaker. This is what we grew up with. In fact, this is the one that I grew up with. This is obviously your running shoe with the way these sold that grips the road.
This is for the win. Dana, what do you think? She says the yellow and whatever other color that one is the running shoe.
I agree.
That's it. $500. We have a tie. We'll take a break and see who breaks that tie right after these messages. Stay with us.
How to make them.
Hollywood Squares are chosen directly from our studio audience. If you'd like tickets, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Tickets Hollywood Squares, Burbank, California 91523. Time. Thank you, Shadow. Well, in this segment, we don't complete with the games. We have the sound of the horn. And if each X on the board with $200, we have a tie. Steve, pick a square.
Let's start with Jim J again.
Jim J. Bullock. Hello. Did he do well for you before? Jim Jackson, according to the World Book, the titles How Does It Get There, I Did It, and Oh Boy, Babies are three of the most popular what?
Things you say on a date.
How does it get
That was
there?
funny, wasn't it, folks?
That's great.
I love you people, I really do. All of you.
The titles are, quote, How Does It Get There, quote, I Did It, and, quote, Oh Boy, Babies. And it's not things you say on a date. What are they, though? What is that?
Children's songs of I don't know, children's songs of the 80s.
See, what do you think?
I disagree.
Children's information
Thank
books.
God.
You were close.
See,
X gets a square.
Well, children,
Take a square.
Jonathan Prince, please.
Jonathan Prince. Hi, guys.
it's your turn, Jonathan.
This is really a square. Jonathan. Reebok Aerobic Info Bureau. Did you know there was one of those?
Oh, sure.
You know, why do most men say they participate in aerobic dance classes?
Because their wives cancel their subscriptions to Playboy magazine. Men want to improve their flexibility. They want to be able to touch those toes, get them all right. You know.
Dana, what do you think?
I disagree.
Well, it's to improve the cardiovascular respiratory system, improves flexibility, and yes, circle gets a square. That's it. Very nice. Steve, over to you.
Yeah, please try Joan Rivers once more time.
Joan Rivers, our center.
Her name again. I don't know why that bothers me.
Joan, you're always very up with the times. Here's a question about today's new products. There's something on the market called a yuppie sucker. A yuppie sucker. What is that?
That's any yuppie who paid retail for his Cuisinart.
That was funny.
A yuppie sucker.
A yuppie sucker, I think,
Yes.
is a frozen yogurt.
Steve?
No.
I'll agree.
No, but what a wonderful answer. It's a chocolate-covered Oreo on a stick. Circle gets a square. That's something new. Dana, over to you. Which way you want to go?
Stuart Pankin for the
Stuart
win, please.
Pankin from Not Necessarily the News, HBO. Yeah. Stuart, according to a report in the Wall Street Journal, is most of the gossip you hear around the office likely to be true?
Well, had me dating Brigitte Nielsen, yes, most of it. It was me and Sly. Yes, it's true.
You can believe that stuff around the office before the win. Dana, what do you think?
I'll agree.
That is it. It is supposed to be true. $500. No, $1,000. That's right. These games are worth $1,000. You're ahead, Dana, but we have time for a fourth game. Steve, over to you. Pick a square. We got time.
Let's start with Tom Poston.
From the New Heart Show.
My thing is, I feel bad for the celebrities that don't get picked for some reason, and there's like 2 or 3 squares nobody's
What
had.
is America's most popular power tool?
Well, we all have different names for it, but I call
Now, you're a handyman on New Heart, right?
I call mine Big Bill. I think the most popular power tool
Yes, most
is
popular power tool.
probably electric drill.
Steve, what do you think?
I'll agree.
X gets a square. Yes, electric drill. Dana Lewis, take a square.
Jim J. Bullock, please.
Jim J. Bullock is getting a workout today. Jim J. You spend a lot of time out in the woods.
A lot of time, basically. I'm a woodsman.
In the wild, bears survive mainly by eating what?
Takeout food. I love you people. Trying to push up my image up here.
It's working.
Yeah, thanks.
What do koalas eat mainly, Dana?
Koalas eat. Now, I know this. Trust me. Koalas eat eucalyptus leaves.
But Dana, what do you think?
I agree.
That's it. Eucalyptus leaves. Circle gets a square. Steve Ray, take a square.
Jonathan Prince, please.
Jonathan Prince from Throb. Jonathan, sir. According to the column, The Family Doctor, whose bite will more likely cause infection? Your girlfriend's or her dog's?
Well, that would depend on your girlfriend, wouldn't it? I will tell you the honest truth. It's your girlfriend. The human mouth is a mess. It's a breeding ground for infection. It's
I wonder how they
your
did
girlfriend. Your
He says your girlfriend is worse than the dog. What do you think?
I'm going to disagree with that.
No, he's absolutely right. It's true.
Steve, you have not been dating the girls that I've been dating.
Circle gets a square. Over to you, Dana. Take a square.
Marilyn McCoo.
Marilyn McCoo, singer, actress, host of Solid Gold. Marilyn. Welcome back.
Okay, come on, we're going to win, Dana.
You sang for the Pope a couple weeks ago.
I sure did. It was great.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's very exciting.
Oh, with one
Here's
time or another.
Here's a question about dimensions, and you started your career with the fifth dimension, taking the fifth. Height, width, and form are the first three real dimensions. What is the fourth dimension?
The fourth dimension. The name of a discount singing group, maybe?
Musical humor. I love it.
Okay. The fourth dimension is...
This is for the win. She says it's time. What do you think?
I'll agree.
That's it. Another $1,000.
Wow, she's kicking that guy's ass.
We'll keep on going. It's a fifth game. This has never before happened on the new Hollywood Square. It's a fifth game. Steve, take a square. May I remind you of the people who have not been called upon? Tracy and Rex and Bill and Shadow Steve.
We're ready to do Super Password.
I'm still gonna go with Stuart Pankin.
Stuart. Method worked out, so we have to do it that way. Stuart.
Thank you very much.
According to Jewish law, there must be 7 days of celebration after your first marriage. Did you know that? That's not your question. That's okay. What kind of celebration should there be after the second marriage?
I seriously think that it's 5 days of celebrating.
5 days.
Instead of 7 days, and
7. It's a little shorter.
I'll disagree.
Well, you're going in the right direction, only it's 3 days. X gets the square. Very nice. Over to you, Dana. Take a square.
Tracy Bregman, please.
Tracy Bregman from The Young and the Restless. Hi, Tracy. Congratulations on The Young and the Restless. You're such a naughty character, shall we say, on the show.
It's so true.
There's another word for it, but we can't.
Yes.
Tracy, what the very first soap opera, back before you were born, I'm sure, that actually was sponsored by a soap company, and that's how they get their name, as we know. Was it The Young Dr. Malone? Was it The First 100 Years? Or was it The Loves of Gail Monahan? Which one was the very first?
The Young Dr. Malone.
Dana?
I'll agree.
No. The First 100 Years. X gets the square. I never
Preliminary show?
She helped you out here. Which way do you want to go?
Jim J. Bullock, please.
Jim J. Bullock has had a lot of work today. Hi, Jim J.
I'm exhausted. I need a break.
Which of the following Jim patented the first full-fashioned knitting machine? Which of the following patented the first? Ann Stitch.
Ann?
Yes, these are people. Now, which one?
Ann Seymour.
Yeah. Okay. William Cotton.
Yeah.
Or Nick Wool.
This is so stupid.
Go with all of the above.
I'm here, all of the above.
Absolutely.
I'm going to go for Ann Stitch.
What do you think, Steve?
I disagree.
Good. X gets a square. It was William Cotton.
Oh, wow.
He did it in 1864. Dana.
Rex Reed and Bill Harris for the block.
Rex Reed and Bill Harris. Yay!
Honk, honk.
Hi, Rex Reed. I'm glad you're back up there today. And that was
just passing through here.
Right. Nice of you to show up. This will be our last question because that was our horn. Guys, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
As hosts of At the Movies, you two must have seen hundreds of films, right? Maybe thousands of films you've watched.
Yesterday I saw hundreds.
Gentlemen, take a look in the monitor. We're going to show you a film clip from one of the year's big film hits. Now, the clip is a little bit disguised, so watch this first, and I'll ask you a question.
We got it. We got the answer.
You see all the movies. I mean, you're experts in this area. What film is that?
Well, it looks like it was something directed by Norman Mailer, but
No, it's still right in the center course.
it is actually RoboCop.
Dana, what do you think?
I agree.
Come on, Dana.
Let's go back to the
We
clip
wouldn't lie to
and
you.
show it the right way. Let's see if they're right. Circle gets the square. One RoboCop. Very nice. And we have a brand new champion. Her name is Dana Lewis. You've won $2,700 and you played 5 games. The first, you can say you saw it here, and you Steve rated me, so just about $1,100. How about a nice hand for Steve for playing the game? Thanks for being with us. Dana, I have here 5 keys. One of these keys will start one of those beautiful cars. Pick a key. They'll all, each key will start one, but which car do you want to try? Match them up and you got a car. Will it start the RX-7? Will you start the 323 hatchback? Will it start the 626 sedan? Start the MX-6 sports or the 929 sedan? Dana, which car do you want to try?
I'll try the RX-7.
The RX-7 and the Good Luck Celebrities. We'll be right back. Stay with us. We're back, and Dana shows him Tom Poston, the bon vivant as a Good Luck Celebrity, and this beautiful RX-7 Shadow.
This is 1988 RX-7 sports car featuring aerodynamic styling, high-level standard equipment with contoured bucket seats, full instrumentation, and 5-speed transmission, John.
RX-7 is worth $19,000. Good luck, Dana. On the count of 3, turn the key. Audience and stars, help her out. 1, 2, 3. And the bad news, No, the good news is you are a reigning champion. You've already won $2,700. Tomorrow you'll have a 1 in 4 chance of making more money and maybe winning another car. You're going to come back? We hope you'll come back. See you tomorrow on the all-new Hollywood Squares.
Okay. I love that phrase, by the way. Some of our departing contestants. That's so nice, right? Some of our losers are going to get Lipton soup. Doesn't sound as good. I can mix them together. I love Shadow Stevens' voice.
And from Appliance Corporation of America, Home Spa, Versatile Whirlpool, a way to put a hot tub.
Looks like BB-8 there.
Furnished by Appliance Corporation of America and Vaseline Lip Therapy. Why, it helps prevent chapped lips with regular use. You may never get chapped lips again.
And here's the music we heard earlier again. In use, the way, with applause and credits.
And I'm here with 10 seconds of a simple, straightforward plea. Watch my show, please! Tonight at midnight on USA.
Max scoops up a deadly convict when he pans for gold on MacGyver. Tonight at 7. Then at 8, a local sheriff makes a reckless move on Murder, She Wrote on USA.
Shadow Stevens. He's actually kind of hot there. I gotta say, the haircut and the voice. I respond to a voice. I do. I'm kind of a sucker for a deep voiced guy. Let's see here. I mean, I kind of want to watch more Hollywood Squares just because I've been on such the kick, and the old episodes are really good, like even older than that. But actually, I can now because it just popped up in the recommended videos here. Let's just do it.
You're watching USA, America's favorite cable network.
Okay, I'm gonna stop right there because of that. Hold on, hold everything. Just having seen that. The promos. Hold on. Sorry. The promos of the USA Network of that time. There's one that has this action music in my obsession with it. How does it go? USA Network. Okay. In fact, now I kind of want to find that really fast because that was one I had not heard before, and I expected when I saw it was a promo to hear that tune, and then when it didn't, it really threw me off because that's a new one. I actually have to go download that and add it to my iPhone or my music collection on my phone, really fast. And we will watch that game, assuming my battery doesn't conk, which I think I'm okay. USA Network promo. Hopefully, or I actually need to say not promo, but ident. Because promo is like promos for shows on the USA Network. And the thing called the ident, I-D-E-N-T, is actually the thing I'm talking about. The thing that says, this is NBC, this is CBS, this is the USA Network. That's called an ident. You watched me here before, you already know that, because I'm kind of obsessed with those, and I play whole episodes with nothing but them sometimes. I think this is the one I'm talking about here, although there's so many I want to watch now. Here we go. This one with the... Oh, it's an older one. No, this is it.
You're watching USA, America's favorite cable network.
That's it. That's from the heyday of the USA. I turn off closed captioning. Don't know why that was on. But I didn't realize there was this little intro music before the 5-second music I was talking about. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. I'm sorry. When it comes to idents, and I know a lot about that because I watch a lot of them over and over from various networks at various times. My specialty is ones from the and sort of after. In fact, that's not even true. My favorites are the ones from the 80s only, not the 90s and not later. For the most part, there are some that were okay in 1990. I don't know what it is with the 80s, and they had that particular era of really stellar, polished, sexy, good-looking promo music. And it wasn't just one network. Like, all of them kind of grew. The ones from HBO in the 80s, the best. My favorite NBC network jingle comes from the 1980s. The really good ones from CBS and ABC for that. Now, ABC kind of hit its peak in the late 70s, to be honest, now that I think about it. But for the most part, the 80s ones are the best. And that was from the USA Network in the fucking 80s when TV was awesome. I mean, I watched the new Big Bang Theory. I won't spoil it if you haven't seen it. It's good. They're off to a strong start, and it's very dramatic, and it's very interesting, and it's very, very funny. But I don't know. Like, I feel like TV overall, except for certain exceptions, is not as good. And I don't mean the shows, I guess, in a way. I mean, I guess the shows are probably better for the most part. Like, whether you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. Fuck it. I just want to talk. I want to watch High Rollers.
And now a game of high stakes. Every decision is a gamble, and every move could be your last.
Oh, I was expecting Alex Trebek because he actually hosted.
Thank you very much, everybody. Welcome to High Rollers, skill, strategy, sabotage, and these unpredictable dice are the elements we have for you.
These. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think they're fixed.
$5,000 that are on our game board, and that's just our first game with much more to follow after that. Then, of course, whoever wins a 2 out of 3 game match goes on to play the big numbers here for $10,000 back. We're talking big bucks. It could happen to one of these lucky people. First of all, the lady on my left, the only lady over here, is Irene Killian from Los Angeles, California. Let's welcome Irene is a fabric manufacturer and a former elementary school teacher, right?
I taught second grade for 4 years.
And so far, you have won, let's see if you remember, $2,600 in cash prizes, right? Nobody can take that away from you. Welcome back. By the way, our current champion with $900 so far, Chris Nemick from Detroit, Michigan.
Yes, sir.
Chris, welcome back. Good to see you again. And you speak 3 languages?
Well, yes. I studied French when I was in college, and when I was in the Navy, I studied Hebrew.
You have a favorite?
Spanish.
Spanish, yeah. All right, players, this match began on our last show. You remember that. As we see, Irene, you have won a game. Chris, you won a game. This is the rubber game of the match. Let's take a look at the board. These are the prizes you were playing for.
Did he say this is the rubber game? What the hell?
The campaign chest worth $1,640. We'll describe that again later as we move along when somebody captures it. The center column was taken care of already by Irene. She has that credited to her account. It's worth $2. Clock, a table, and a gorgeous candelabra. And in column 3, still available, a trip to Cape Cod worth $2,012, or actually $2,112. I just don't read numbers too well. As a matter of fact,
it's good that you don't read numbers too well in a game that's all about dice and numbers.
Are the way the numbers line up. That's what we have left up there. So why don't we continue? Would that be a good idea?
Yeah.
First, the right answer gives you control of the dice. Let's go. Rubber game of the match. Here we go. Mark, Cleopatra, or George Washington? Who commonly wore a ponytail? Chris.
George Washington.
Right. Answer George Washington. I'm going to hand these out to you.
Sometimes I feel like these are gimme questions, but
you know, to get a prize, you got to complete a column playing any combination of the number you roll. If no move is possible in the progression of the game, of course you lose. Now you have the choice of rolling them or passing to your opponent because.
Oh yeah, you can force them to play. I forgot.
So you roll.
I'm going to give them to Irene.
All right, Irene, you roll. The bad rolls are the 3 and the 4, so stay away from the
Bad rolls are 3 and 4. Okay, don't roll a 3, don't roll a 4.
Let's see if you can do it. 7. Yeah, it's one of those 3 numbers. 5 and the 2 come off. All righty, that leaves only the
Right,
7
you can do any
column,
combination
that
totaling
brings
7.
to Cape Cod. Now, according to the joy of cooking, will a goose be more tender if it's a young goose or an old goose? Irene?
A young goose.
Sounds like you cooked a young goose in your time. All right, Irene, pick up the dice. Now you have 3 numbers that are good numbers. The good rolls are the 6, the 7, and the 8. Do you roll them, or do you let Chris try for a 6, 7, or 8?
I never knew that.
All right, Chris, you roll the dice, 6, 7, or 8.
I want double.
A 7, and that's a good roll. And you have
I think doubles lets you win it, or they let you roll again or
Win the
something.
game, you'll get the trip to Cape Cod worth $2,112, and I got the number right that time. All right, Irene and Chris, we have an 8 and a 6 left in column 1, and a lot of nice prizes up there. Irene going for the clock, the table, the candelabra if she wins, the Cape Cod trip for Chris if he wins. Going for a According to a survey in Ladies' Home Journal, what's the biggest problem in a 55-year-old woman's marriage? Money or sex?
Sex.
Irene.
Money.
No, sex. She wouldn't know about that. She's not even near 55 years of age. All right, Chris, pick up the dice. It is decision time once again. 6 and 8 are the good rolls. What do you want to do?
I think she knows. Here you go,
All right,
Irene.
Irene. 6. That's what you need. Remember, you're going for nice prizes.
For an 8.
Either one. Does she do it? It's a 7, and the match goes to Chris, and he's got the singing champion. Look at this, Chris. Congratulations, the match is yours, and the opportunity to go up against the big numbers for $10,000 in cash in just a moment. Also, Chris, you won the trip to Cape Cod.
Yeah.
Cash and prizes now totaling $3,012. We'll get to the big numbers in a moment. And to you, Irene, you will leave us with, what, $2,600? I believe all of that is in cash. Oh, thank you.
Cash.
Lovely, marvelous player on our show. Thank you. Maybe we can do this again sometime.
Okay.
And
Yes, maybe we can do it again sometime. Maybe not.
What you'll get if you can win 5 matches on high rollers. Listen and watch.
The Jeep Cherokee Jeep is everyone's favorite 4x4. The sports utility vehicle is designed of a wagon, plus fun both off the road and on the highway. Furnished by Jeep, retail value of $14,500.
All right, Chris, the spotlight will be yours alone in a moment as you face the big numbers for a chance of winning $10,000 in cash. It's happened several times on our show. Maybe it'll happen to you. Can he do it, folks? We'll find out as Casey hands him the golden dice. We'll roll them when we come back right after this commercial break. Don't go away.
They bring out the golden dice. That's always cool. Okay, there's a story about the High Rollers music. The High Rollers music theme does not really intrigue me the way the Hollywood Squares one did, but I want to say the story of the old Card Sharks was actually music from the old original version of High Rollers. We'll have to look at that later.
Prizes as our champion so far. Chris, with these dice now, all you have to do is put out our big numbers. You get $100 for each one of the numbers you make dark. If you can put all 9 numbers out, it'll be worth $10,000 in cash. And to help you, we have these insurance markers. If you throw a double, it can get you out of trouble, meaning if you throw a number that can't be made, you'll get a free roll. All right, the dice are yours, sir.
Thank you.
All you have to do is get rid of 9 numbers. It sounds easy. It's been done. Let's see if you can do it. We get the backward roll 5. How do you want to take off the 5? All right, let's start with the 5. Get $100 for that, just like that. Let's get rid of all 9 of them. How about a double, huh? Another 5.
4 and 1.
Okay, out goes the 4. Out goes the 1. You got $300 to this point. Come all out. Come on, Chris. He comes up with a 2 and a 4. 6. Okay, give her the 6, please. All right, out goes
Yeah, there's only one way to do that.
$100. Let's see a double. Get it in the 5, 4, 9.
Okay, take away the 9,
Off
please.
goes the 9.
I feel like you should probably try to keep the 1 as long as possible.
How about a double? How about a double for an insurance partner? 2 and 4. 6. Can't do it. 4. Still can't do it. That's too bad. However, you picked up 5 numbers for $100 apiece. $500 added to your prior winnings. Takes you to $3,512, Chris. You're still the champ. Right after we take a break, we'll meet a brand new challenger. We'll be right back.
I feel like the music reminds me of DuckTales. Dun, dun, dun. I mean, it's got that sort of same elements, right? The same, like trumpets and.
New challenger for Chris. Her name is Sheila Wawanar, and she's originally from High Rollers. And you have your own ceramic business, do you?
Yes, for the girlfriend, we specialize in holiday items.
Well, terrific. Was business good last year? Going to be good this year?
Yes.
All right.
Always is at
Anything
Christmas.
you want in ceramic, she's got it. Now, you ready to play high rollers?
Okay, that was like the most awkward meeting the contestant talking about your job thing I've ever fucking seen.
All right, let's get on with it then. I think the woman is serious about playing. We got some serious dice for her. Here are the prizes in column 1. Take a look.
It's the Island Hoppers Holiday Package, where one roll of the die can send you on a fabulous island vacation, valued up to $3,796.
Now, let's take a look at the middle column for prizes.
Mounted in 18-karat white gold, this natural blue-green 25-karat aquamarine ring. 6 brilliant cut diamonds, and it's furnished by Monty's Laguna Beach and valued at $5,000.
Now, in column 3, what do we find?
Martin Lawrence Gallery's limited edition graphic entitled Break Is Over by Leo Basilico. This beautiful serigraph is numbered and hand-signed by the artist, furnished by Martin Lawrence Galleries. Then admire your serigraph on the Lazy Boy Signature 2 Sleep Sofa with deluxe inner spring mattress.
I was just thinking, is that stupid original, whatever, like, going to be worth that much money? They better put something else with it, like a couch. And even then, it's only $1,900. God, that's kind of a shitty prize column.
We always have one hot column.
I think there was a time when it was not computer graphics like this. This is kind of really kind of cheap 80s computer graphics. There was a time when
in this game, the hot column is 1, meaning a roll of a 10 will knock all those numbers off. Give
Oh,
you
I
the right
see.
to play the Island Hoppers game for almost $4,000.
if you roll a 10, you can
Sheila
kill
and
a
Chris,
thing in one
first
roll.
question. According to a health source, rubbing this on a bee sting will help relieve the pain. Is it Elmer's glue or meat tenderizer? How about it, Sheila?
Meat tenderizer.
Meat tenderizer is what we're looking
Really?
for. Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you have a bee sting.
Double 5. Come on.
You'd like double 5. Hold it, got an 11 there. How do you take off the 11?
The 5, the 3, the 2, and the 1.
5, the 3, the 2, and the 1. Watch out, column 1. Gives you the right to play the Island Hoppers game for $3,796 if you win the game, Sheila. What biblical murderer said, "Am I my brother's keeper"? Was it Abraham, Judas, or Cain?
Cain.
How about it, Sheila?
Cain.
Cain is the correct answer, yes. Pick them up. Sheila, 2 bad rolls, the 3 and the 5. Do you want to roll them, or would you like to pass them to Chris? She's not going to take a chance. Chris, her strategy is to let you roll. Just don't roll a 3 or a 5. Double. Do me double. And he has rolled a 5. And the lead goes to Sheila. Boy, that was a good one. That's what we've ever had on high rollers. I mean, that went by in a hurry. So, Sheila, congratulations.
It's almost like a flaw in the game in a way, right? Because if you can roll, they have the hot column, which means if you can roll a 10, then you kill the whole column in one thing. Well, an 11 or 12 will do it too. And I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's a weird.
That's the first game. Of course, it takes 2 games to win a match, and you won the right to play Island Hoppers. So let's do that. Take a look at the Island Hoppers map. And each has a number. Number 1 is a trip to Bermuda, 2 Catalina, 3 St. Martin's, 4 New Zealand, 5 a trip to Alcatraz, and 6 a trip to Tahiti. Now, whichever number you roll, that's the island holiday you'll receive, Sheila. You do it in one try using 1 die. So I'm going to take one of these. You ready to do some island hopping?
Yes,
All right,
I
give it a
am,
roll.
Wick. I want to go to New Zealand.
You want to go to New Zealand? All right, then roll. She has rolled a 1, and she's going to go to Bermuda.
Yeah, Bermuda's not bad.
Fly you and a guest from Los Angeles for 6 nights, 7 days at the elegant Elbow Beach Hotel, Paget, Bermuda. Enjoy the sparkling clear ocean, famous pink sand beaches, superb dining, entertainment, starlit skies where memories are made of. Furnished by Elbow Beach Hotel. This trip is valued at $3,157.
Congratulations to you, Sheila.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, and by the way, that takes your total winnings on our show to $3,001. That's nice. Sheila has a trip to Bermuda, and Chris has won a trip to Cape Cod, and things are going nicely. On to game 2.
Oops,
Let's
sorry.
see some brand new prizes in column 1. Dean Goss, what do we find in that first column?
We'll fly you and a guest from Los Angeles to romantic San Francisco, where you'll spend 2 nights and 3 days in the high-tech style and elegance of the Hotel Diva at Union Square. Right in the theater district, your stay includes continental breakfast and champagne, furnished by Hotel Diva, and valued at $1,041.
In the center column, what do we find?
We'll fly you and a companion from Los Angeles to New York City.
Okay, blah, blah, blah. I feel like these prize reveals are kind of excruciating on this show. I almost feel like I don't care about this show anymore. I'll watch you play one more game, I guess.
Shopping at major department stores in Manhattan. Spacious king-size room.
Okay, blah, blah, blah.
In the middle of the
And you get to go to Hong Kong in the third row.
that the exotic Orient can offer. This trip is valued at $3,188, and the board is valued at $6,000.
Let's see the way the numbers line up for game 2. All righty, here it comes. Hot column for this game is column 3, meaning a roll of a 12 will knock them all off and send somebody to
Yeah, the only way to do that hot column thing and not have it be weird at times is to have it always be 12.
If that person wins the game.
But that limits
carefully as Chris tries to even things
number
up in a game of
patterns.
peace. When it comes to forecasting weather, on the average, is the U.S. Weather Service usually right or usually wrong?
I'm going to say they're usually right.
They are. Indeed, they are usually right. Yeah, let's give them their due. Pick up those dice and roll them, Chris. You need this game to stay in the match.
I need a 12. Boxcar.
Get the 12. Got the hot column. It's a hard day, too. You get this insurance marker if you need it later. All right, take off the 4.
Please, 3 and the 1.
3 and the 1 come off. All righty. Boy, an 11 would be nice roll over here in column 3, wouldn't it? If you had in your closet, where would you wear it? On your feet? All right, how about that, Sheila?
Around your neck.
Around your neck, of course. Sort of a complete look for a guy, isn't it? Right. All right, Sheila, pick up the dice. Now, one bad roll on those dice. That would be the roll of a 3. You roll it, plus the 3.
I can roll.
All righty, just don't roll a 3.
I'm going to roll an 11.
An 11 would give you a trip to Hong Kong. Nice,
That's
huh?
what I want.
All right, see if you can do it. She wants an 11. You got a 4.
I'll take the 4.
Okay, the 4 comes off, leaving the 7 in column 3. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back after we take this time out. Don't go away.
Yeah.
Frank was once engaged for a few days to Lauren Bacall or Lauren Hutton. Sheila?
Lauren Bacall.
Right. You control the dice once again. Pick them up. The bad rolls are the 3 and the 4. You want to keep them or pass them on to him? He has 1 insurance factor.
I am...
What are you going to do?
3 and 4 of that. I'm going to roll them.
All righty, roll a 7. You'll go to Hong Kong if you win the game. Just don't roll a 3 or a 4. She's got an 8.
Okay.
You can go to 2 8.
6 and 2.
All right, off comes the 6 and off comes the 2, leaving only the 8 in the middle column and the 7 in column 3 for that trip to Hong Kong. I want you to answer this simply. Sir, are there houseflies in Alaska? Chris?
No.
No, I guess a little too cold there for houseflies. Houseflies, yes, houseflies, no. Okay, pick up the die. Now, we're going to go to the positive side. The good rolls are the 5, the 7, the 8, the 9, and the 12. What do you want to do with an insurance marker?
I'm giving them to Sheila.
All right, Sheila, the good rolls are 5.
I don't know why you wouldn't roll if you have the insurance marker.
In order to stay alive, which you covet,
I guess if you use it, then you have to roll again, and you don't get to give it to her.
She can do it. She asked for it and she got it. So we knock off the 7, that clears the 3rd column, and we credit you with a trip to Hong Kong worth $3,188. That's the one you wanted the most, right?
Yep,
all right,
yep,
it's now yours to keep if you win the game. Chris, ideas of sex appeal vary in different countries. In America, it's the plunging neckline. In Japan, it's the back of the neck. What is it in China? Is it the eyes, the feet, or the small of the back?
Feet.
Sheila.
I think it's the eyes.
No, it is the feet.
How did I know it was the feet? I think I've seen this one before.
Pick 'em up. The good rolls are 5, 8, and 9. Dare you?
I do not dare.
All right, Sheila, you get to roll. You pulled it off last time. Oh, 5, 8, and 9.
Double fours. Come on.
She wants double fours. 5, 8, or 9. She got an 8. She cleared column 2. First 3 now, 2. Sheila, you now have wrapped up the trip to New York City worth $1,800 if you win the game. Chris, how you feeling over there?
I'm a little worried.
All right, we have a 9 and a 5 left in column 1. Now answer, audience, very, very quiet. True or false? Just answer true or false. Ulna, scapula, and carpus were all conspirators in the plot to kill Julius Caesar. Sheila.
False.
Right, they're all important bones in the body. Right. Pick them up, Sheila. The good rolls are the 5 and the 9. He has 1 insurance marker. You want to roll or give him a hint?
I knew it.
All right, Sheila.
But why is he worried? Why is he worried? Like he's got the insurance thing.
Chris is just trying to stay alive. He needs this game to even up the match. The good rolls are 5 and the 9. Does he get a 5 and a 9? He got a 7. But he also has an insurance marker. So you got at least 1 more roll.
Come on, Dice.
5,
Be
9,
my
or a
friend.
double.
If you ever were my
Chris?
friend, be my friend.
Does he roll a 5 or a 9? No, he rolls a 10. Sheila wins the match and both clips. Congratulations to you. Wow, what a roll. What a roll this lady was on for that match. Well, Sheila, you did it. The match is yours. And you picked up the trip to Hong Kong, the trip to New York City. You're already up to $5,998. And you're going to get to play the big numbers for $10,000 in just a moment. So, Sheila, you hang loose for just a second. We'll get back to you in a moment. And to you, Chris, let's see.
Blah 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 blah. I think they actually don't end up letting her play the game because it's not.
Give you a chance to add to your winnings. If you beat the big numbers, you will already have
Because they're like totally out of time. So what I'll do, I think. Oops, why did I go full screen? I want to see if I can see a high roller from the 70s. Yeah, here we go. The Alex Trebek one. All right, let's go back in this game's history a little bit.
New Center Forward tonight at 6.
Hold on, that was actually cool. Chuck Scarborough, before he was national.
Chuck Scarborough, New Center Forward tonight at 6 and 11.
High rollers.
Wow, how about that set?
And here's the man with the action, Alex Trebek.
The man with the action.
Nice shot. Snake eyes, a double. I got an insurance mark. Good morning, everyone. Nice to have you joining us on.
I like how he puts on his mic at the beginning. You never see that ever
Rollers, I would like first
anymore.
up to meet a very handsome couple. They are together this morning, but only on our program. First of all, our champion. She is a student at UC Irvine. She collects dolls. She's single. She's from Laguna Beach. Her name is Sherry Kraft. And his match. He is single. He's a graphics coordinator from Burbank. His name is Fred Dybel. Welcome back, both of you.
Oops, sorry. Okay, whatever.
Your mother gets a little excited there, Fred. When we left off on our last show, we had put the prizes on the board for this match. We've got 1,000 in column 1, 4,800 in the middle, 5,360 in that third column. All that remains to do is add the numbers. Here they come. I'm going to pick the first. Well, you did it so fast. You just threw me for a loop. 3, 4, and 2. That means, of course, a roll of 9. All right, we're going to take a commercial break. Important message for all of you.
Okay, the music is different. The board is physical. Like, this is not a computer game show, right? This is no computer graphics making it.
They're homemade chicken soup. For sure. That's soup starter. Everything for homemade
soup starter.
Except the meat.
Soup starter? How can that be homemade soup, Myrtle?
It's fresh homemade because you add fresh chicken and simmer 90 minutes.
It looks homemade. My nose knows it's homemade. Your nose is beautiful.
Soup starter. Everything for homemade soup except the meat.
I'm sorry. Spatulas.
Like some coffee?
Oh, Mr. White, coffee stains my dentures.
Discover Extra Strength Efferdent, the most powerful Efferdent ever. Here's coffee stain on denture material.
Efferdent looks powerful.
It has 5 cleaning ingredients that remove stubborn stain.
Even in between.
Even in
How'd you like
between.
Efferdent?
How'd you like to give me some coffee? Black.
Extra Strength Efferdent removes even stubborn
Extra
stains
strength
between.
coffee.
And if you brush, use Efferdent Denture Cleanser Paste. Brushes off stain, brushes off.
Welcome back. Here we go. Starting off the brand new match with this question. In a recent television movie, she played a woman with a husband in the present and a lover in the past who she could travel back in time to visit. Things were simpler when she was simply bionic. Who am I talking about? Fred?
Lindsay Wagner.
You got it. That's the lady. Fred, how long have you had this speech impediment? Okay, go ahead. Nine. Man's looking for a 9, but makes it an 8 instead.
68.
You got it. You've just ordered mahi-mahi in a restaurant. Is it a type of fish? Fish is right. You get it. You're right. Go, Sherry.
10.
10 or a 9?
10.
Either way. 8 for you as well, my dear. On a recent edition of Saturday Night Live, was it comedian Andy Kaufman, Steve Martin, or Chevy Chase who offered $500, Fred?
Chevy Chase.
To any woman in the audience who could pin him in a wrestling match? No, that's one of Andy Kaufman's routines. And so Sherry gets control of the dice.
Is everything good?
Everything is good.
Oh, okay.
Being pinned by Andy Kaufman is not so good. It's a 7. Still no call.
5-2. 5-2.
5 and 2, you got him. Israel's foreign minister recently resigned his his post, and his name is Moshe Dayan. You got it. You will.
Wow. Okay. I guess that's one of those current events questions from way before my time.
12 are also good. Assez double, huh? All right, Sherry. 5, 8, and 11 are bad.
5, 8.
23 are bad. 8 is bad. That means Fred takes the first game in this match. There we go. Man's in the lead.
Again, I also just love the manualness of it. A physical board where the numbers have to be changed and configured, and these signs behind them. No computer graphics there.
All of our prizes remain intact. As a matter of fact, the jackpot for this second game is going to be even bigger because we are beginning.
Oh, that's like that game ended with nobody winning any prizes, but the prizes roll over and they added the prizes to the next game.
Of 3 prizes for our board. We're going to wind up with a full house in column 3. But right now, let's take a look at this. Kenny, what is it?
It's a dining room set. Keller's elegant flair, walnut finished oak dining furniture, exclusive armor guard, high pressure laminate.
I always thought the dining room set was the shittiest game show prize. Like if you get a thing like this, you're going to be disappointed, right? You want a trip or
$6 in that third column. Here's something I like.
You'll have a Christmas shopping spree in Beverly Hills with this
Whoa.
$1,000 gift certificate from Gary's. You may select.
I mean, 1,000 is kind of much less than it was. You know, it was much more, or I mean, it's much less. It's worth a lot less now than it used to be. In 1970s, $1,000 shopping spree, I guess, was a big deal.
On the subject of shopping sprees for Christmas, Sherry, how soon before Christmas? How many get your shopping done?
Ideally, a month before, but realistically, about 2 days.
Really? You're like Ed McMahon on The Tonight Show across the way. He waits until Christmas Eve and goes out and buys all his goodies. Here's our final prize for the game.
American Tourister's spacious, roomy luggage designed to go everywhere.
Luggage?
By land, sea, or air.
All right. I mean, I know it's a traditional game show prize.
Spring locks, foam rubber padded handles, the strong lightweight luggage furnished by American Tourister, and Leo from Los Angeles to the romantic island of Tahiti. For a 7-day holiday, you'll enjoy the relaxing Tahitian lifestyle in a beachfront hotel with optional sightseeing excursion to points of interest, furnished by Club Universe.
Another dull holiday in Tahiti, I guess. 2,593. That's what that first column is worth. That means we're looking at 9, 14, close to $15,000. And here we go with the numbers, and I'm going to pick the middle. I'm doing it early, all right? I'm picking the middle. Hey, way to go! I did it. Oh. Listen, I could have used more applause than that.
I mean, I'm amused and sort of troubled by Alex Trebexler's sense of humor and the audience's reaction. Like, that for one thing, they don't explain what he's. Oops. They don't. Like, I mean, he's picking the column that can be done in one swoop with the dice, right? The hot column, as they called it in the Wink Martindale version.
All right, here we are. Here we go. In the comic strip Peanuts, is it Linus, Snoopy, or Charlie Brown who's in love with the little red-haired Fred?
Linus.
No, it's Charlie Brown's
in
Brown.
love with her little red-haired girl. Aren't we all? Yes. Go ahead, Sherry. You roll.
Lost stars. Okay, 12. Come on.
7.
Take this.
Yellowstone, Yosemite, or Sequoia? Which national park is not in California?
Yellowstone.
Yes,
Yellowstone.
Sir. Yellowstone. You're right. Not in California.
Let's see. 11.
11 or 12?
I went 11.
Tahiti or not Tahiti? 5.
5.
Right. On his new, long-awaited album, is it Barry Manilow, Stevie Wonder, or John Denver Through the Secret Life of Plants? Stevie Wonder.
No.
Does Russia or the United States produce more cotton? Yes, Sherry.
United States.
No, it's Russia.
Oh, well.
That means Fred gets to roll. All rolls are good. That's what I want to hear. Go hard, Fred. 11. 3.
3.
I'll take the...
I love the screaming audience people.
Yes or no? Does Elizabeth Taylor own the Hope Diamond? Fred, no. No, she doesn't. You got it. You can roll again. Everything's good, is it? Everything's good. 8. Hope owns the Hope Diamond. Did I hear that? 8. Double twos for a roll of 4. An insurance marker, first of all. The 4 is automatic. There's no other way. So that number comes out. New York Trade Center building. Is it about 100, 200, or 300 stories tall? Yes, 100. 100, yep, you got it in there.
Where does that buzzer come from? It was like the buzzer if nobody buzzed in, but he buzzed in, so...
110 stories to be exact. All right, you have control of the dice. 4 and 5 are the only bad rolls. Roll a 4. Roll a 4, he says.
I'd rather roll an 8. I'd rather roll
10. Here is an insurance marker. Can you do something? Of course you can do something.
8-2.
8-2. Lady wanted to do something. She did something. $2,593 in prizes, including her.
And also, I like the screen behind them, because, again, it's not computerized, right? That is manual things, backlit with the words, and then the little arrow pointing which prize is which play.
Rock stars James Taylor and Carly Simon are among the many celebrities who have houses on Martha's Vineyard. Is Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts, Maine? Massachusetts. You got it. That's
right.
The right answer. 6, 7, 9, and 10 are good. You've got
6, 7, 9, and 10, okay. Are good.
Wow. This is down to the wire.
10. Shit, she did it. And another insurance thing, too. Yeah. And she gets that second column.
9 and the 1. No doubt. Okay.
That leaves us with a little over $6,000.
But you still got to win the game to get those.
Sherry has 2 insurance markers. Fred has 1. And here's the question. Her name is Margaret. Is she Prime Minister? Prime Minister. He gets control of the dice at this important moment. All right, Sherry, I'm bringing the dice back.
So she's got to roll a 6 in order to not lose.
So that we can wind up with a tie match.
I would roll them one at a time. I don't know why.
Okay, you're gonna have a couple more rolls, but I just want to point out one very important thing, Sherry, that I haven't mentioned up to this point. There are 4 prizes at the moment sitting on your side of the board. The arrows are pointing in your direction. If you happen to roll a 6, you've got $6,306 there. So in addition to having a tied-up match, this roll is worth about $15,000 worth. Don't panic, Sherry. Don't let the pressure get to you. Pick up the dice and roll. $15,000 roll, and she does it.
Holy shit. But yeah, she tied the game, so she's won the prizes, but she could still keep going now. That's pretty amazing. I was excited and surprised also.
Because, see, if Fred had won, I'd have had to go. It's more fun hugging you. The 6 came out, so the horse cart, the dishwasher, color television, the necklace, the dining room, $6,306 there, yours to keep. The $1,000 shopping spree, the $4,800 grandfather clock.
They should light everything up and really show it.
You now have. Go into the commercial break, Sherry. I just want to make one more point. You have $2,144 to think about. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with a tiebreaker game right after this.
The shirt in eye-catching solids, $6.99, and attractive prints, $8.49. They're worth the second look. And pants that fit at $9.49, that glide through the day. They're worth the second look. They're worth a second look at Sears, where America shops for value.
Again, jingles, awesome, especially.
Your style looks just like you. Here's looking at you, kid, from Winnie the Pooh.
Holidays are here, and nothing steals the show like dressy dresses and grown-up suits.
Okay, I'm gonna skip it and get to the game. Oh, hold on.
Okay, here come the numbers. I'm going to pick the middle. Oh, I was wrong. Date, they're going to fire me. 4, 1, and 5, a roll of 10. Julie Newmar or Julie London? Which one is on emergency? Yes, sure.
Julie London.
You're right.
Good guess.
Guess is counting, baby.
Okay.
And they're right.
10. 10 for Oregon.
4.
So I'm amused at the what is that? Like it's like a pool table. They're roll conveyor belt bottom.
On the left side of the road in England. But what about France? They drive on the red? On the right. On the right. You got it. Same as us. Good, isn't it? Yeah, everything's okay. Okay.
A 6. Why not a 6?
Man wants 6, gets an 11. That's pretty good. What can we do with it? We can clear a column.
5. 2, 3, 1, and 5.
1, 2, 3, 5 adds up to 11 and clears the third column of a $2,250 loan. Very good. Sophia Loren. Lovely Sophia Loren. Recently celebrated her birthday. Did she turn 40, 45, or 50? Yes, Fred.
50.
No, 45. 45.
Oh.
Born 1934. Sherry gets control of the dice. Sherry rolls.
Sherry won't roll.
Sherry won't roll? No. 6 of those, huh? Oh, well. Okay, Fred. Any one of those 4. 7 is one of those 4. You got it. 6, 8, 9. Is it a type of bird? Look at them now. They're tense. Is it a type of bird, coat, or rowboat? If it's a Mackinaw. Fred, the coat. Coat. You got it. Sherry. 6, 8, or 9 are good. 6, 8, or 9 are good. 5 is no good. Fred is the new champion.
So I do think she keeps the prizes she won, but I think he gets to go on to the bonus round.
Fred wins a $2,250 organ. And he's going to get to play the big numbers in a few moments. See, even though he's the new I'm no dummy. You're going away with a lot of beautiful prizes.
Blah, 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 brought to you by Metamucil. Let's just go to the game here.
All right, that's good. Did you win a lot of prizes?
Because I also got the battery ding. I'm about to lose my battery, so.
Continue the tradition in your family. Big numbers, we pay you $100 for each one. You roll a double, you get a marker. You roll, get them all off. You win this.
The new Pontiac front-wheel drive Phoenix Coupe with advanced engineering. A new transverse-mounted engine for roominess and featuring sports mirrors, furnished by Pontiac.
Okay, what are those 2 crazy girls doing? Throw the ball over the car.
My car.
Over your car. They scratched the car. I'd get out there and I'd thump them both. Here you go. Take
wow.
This. You got a chance to win.
So he's like sexist and like violence toward women here, Alex Trebek, which is crazy in the 70s.
Wants doubles, gets a 7.
I'll go with
off the board. All right. Man's hot. Let's go. Lucky 7 rolls. Sheriff's marker gives you an 8 roll of these now. 200. That's what you earned. Go again. Level 5. Roll is 10. How do you play?
5, 4, and 1.
6 and 4 he has selected.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
I think
they didn't agree with you, huh?
his strategy is to keep the 1 around, which I think is good.
6. Got a choice. 5 and 1 or 1, 2, 3. 5 and 1. 1 and 5, leaving us 2, 3, 9, 5, 11 and 12. All of them are good. Come on. 5 is one of them.
Go with 5. 3 and 2. 3 and 2.
Who says he doesn't know what he's doing? The man's got to roll a 9. There's no time for prayer.
9.
6. Take one of the 2 markers. And
Oh,
put
yeah.
them in front
He's
of you.
got insurance
Roll
markers.
again. Man needs a 9. Where's the 9? 9 is 2 points less than that. Talk to them. Make them work for you now. You need.
Talk to the dice.
Gets no roll, and he makes me walk all the way to the far corner of
Oh.
the table. He will not do that again. No.
I see.
They don't pay me by the mile.
Because it didn't stay on the red, he got no roll.
A 9. The big one. Big 10. Missed it by 1, so you add $800 in cash.
Missed it by
and that means
that
you
much.
wind up with a total of $3,050. The cash and the beautiful organ.
Okay, I'm fascinated by the credits, so let's try and watch the closing credits
Little over
here.
$3,000 in cash and prizes for our new champion. And Fred, I was talking a few moments ago. Mother, who's been on a game show and won a lot.
Blah, blah, blah.
Each of these brilliant life. Also, Certa's Perfect Sleeper Signature 1 mattress and exclusive Certa Lock Foundation provide both top comfort, prefer, and deep support. Perfect Sleeper Signature 1 by Certa. Plus, new from Enterprise is 7-piece porcelain cookware.
Silverstone cookware. Remember that? Classic. Sears clothes for kids. General Electric toasters. Good Lord, they have a lot of sponsors. The following are paid. Oh, this was on NBC in the late 70s. And again, the credits we're seeing are like it's like white on clear with the actual physical printing, right? Like on an overhead projector kind of a thing. They have these. It was not just computer generated. These were white letters with a black outline on clear that they could scroll. Merrill Hader, Bob Quigley, same people who did, by the way, produce the Hollywood Squares. At least in the 70s. I'm not sure if that was always true. Because one of the versions of the Hollywood Squares I was never into is the one from the 90s. Whoopi Goldberg and Tom Bergeron. No. That is not Hollywood Squares the way Hollywood Squares is meant to be. Okay. Well, we did a bonus kind of magical game show Monday, just because change is good. Anyway, I'm much more into watching old classic bullshit on here, like AT&T Bell Labs videos and game shows. The battery's about to conk. Join me for actual game show Tuesday tomorrow. Maybe I'll do Nerd News Tuesday. I don't fucking know. In the meantime, have yourself a great Tuesday. I do not have jury duty, which is a good thing. And we'll be here tomorrow night at 10 o'clock on the West Coast, 0500 GMT Wednesday morning on CBAS After Dark. Great night.